Considering Cathie Wood's opinions on Bitcoin is wise because she is a well-known investor in the financial sector. She believes that Bitcoin is a potential asset that will undoubtedly have a big impact on the financial sector in the years to come. She predicts that Bitcoin's market capitalization will at least reach $6 trillion, which would cause its price to rise by 12 times, reaching $320,000 per coin. It is crucial to comprehend the monetary base in order to better comprehend Cathie Wood's projection. The total quantity of money that a central bank has in circulation, including both physical currency and digital deposits, is known as the monetary base. The monetary base in the US is close to $6 trillion. Given its potential as a decentralized digital currency, Cathie Wood contends that Bitcoin's market capitalization ought to be at least equal to the monetary base. Cathie Wood's forecast is supported by a number of variables, such as the rising demand for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, the expanding use of blockchain technology, and the potential for Bitcoin to act as a store of wealth and an inflation hedge. These elements have prompted numerous institutions and investors to investigate Bitcoin more closely and think about it as a potential investment. The decentralized nature of Bitcoin is one of the main reasons it has attracted so much interest in recent years. Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer network-based decentralized money, in contrast to conventional currencies that are governed by governments and central banks. As a result, there is no centralized body in charge of Bitcoin, and all transactions are verified and recorded on the blockchain, a public ledger. The potential of Bitcoin as a store of value is another factor contributing to its popularity. Many investors are looking to Bitcoin as a viable hedge against these dangers, as the existing fiat currency system faces numerous difficulties, such as inflation and government interference. Because to its scarcity and deflationary characteristics, Bitcoin is a desirable investment choice for people who want to preserve their wealth. The excitement in Bitcoin is also being fueled by the growing use of blockchain technology. Outside cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology has a number of uses, such as decentralized finance, supply chain management, and digital identity verification. The demand for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is probably going to rise as more businesses and organizations look into these use cases. Given these elements, Cathie Wood's forecast that Bitcoin will at least reach a $6 trillion market size appears likely. It is crucial to remember that the price of Bitcoin is extremely unstable and that a variety of things could have an immediate impact on it. The adoption and use of Bitcoin, for instance, may be impacted by changes to the regulatory environment or government action. The market share of Bitcoin may also be impacted by competition from other cryptocurrencies, which may therefore restrict its room for expansion. However, the technology underlying Bitcoin is still in its infancy, and a number of issues must be resolved before it can be widely adopted. Notwithstanding these obstacles, Cathie Wood's forecast demonstrates the rising demand for Bitcoin and its potential to be a revolutionary technology in the financial sector. The demand for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is anticipated to rise as more institutions and investors become aware of their potential, driving up prices and market caps. The CEO of ARK Invest, Cathie Wood, is a well-known contrarian investor who is renowned for identifying trends and making early investments in disruptive technology. She identified Bitcoin as a revolutionary technology with enormous potential back in 2015, when the digital asset was only selling at $250 per coin, making it one of her largest investments to date. At the time, a lot of institutions and investors had doubts about Bitcoin, and it was mostly seen as a specialized asset with no broad appeal. Yet, Cathie Wood recognized that Bitcoin had the ability to challenge the current fiat currency system and upend the financial sector as a decentralized digital currency. The first public fund manager to invest in Bitcoin was ARK Invest, which was viewed as a significant development for the virtual currency. Cathie Wood decided to buy Bitcoin due to a number of reasons, including the rising popularity of cryptocurrencies, the widespread use of blockchain technology, and the potential use of Bitcoin as a store of wealth and an inflation hedge. Cathie Wood bought in Bitcoin mostly due to its decentralized character. Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer network-based decentralized money, in contrast to conventional currencies that are governed by governments and central banks. As a result, there is no centralized body in charge of Bitcoin, and all transactions are verified and recorded on the blockchain, a public ledger. Cathie Wood also saw potential in Bitcoin because of its scarcity and lack of inflation. Bitcoin has a fixed quantity of 21 million coins, as opposed to fiat currencies, which may be created at will by central banks. Therefore, its value is not impacted by inflationary forces. Because of this, Bitcoin is a desirable investment choice for people who want to safeguard their wealth. Cathie Wood also understood that blockchain technology has value outside of cryptocurrency. Outside cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology has a number of uses, such as decentralized finance, supply chain management, and digital identity verification. The demand for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is probably going to rise as more businesses and organizations look into these use cases. Over time, Cathie Wood's investment in Bitcoin has proven to be highly profitable as the value of the digital currency has skyrocketed. Bitcoin's price has risen to over $40,000 per coin as of August 2021, providing early investors with a sizable return on their capital. Cathie Wood has invested in a number of cryptocurrencies in addition to Bitcoin, including Ethereum, which she believes has enormous promise as a platform for decentralized apps. The purchase of Ethereum by ARK Invest was regarded as yet another crucial turning point for the virtual currency, as it aided in boosting usage and acceptance among the general public. Cathie Wood has earned a solid reputation in the financial sector thanks to her contrarian investment strategy and willingness to make early investments in disruptive technology. Her investments in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies were viewed as a key affirmation of their potential and contributed to their increased growth and acceptance by the general public. Due in large part to her determination to make an early investment in innovative technology, Cathie Wood, CEO of ARK Invest, has emerged as one of the most significant and prosperous investors of our generation. She still regards her investment in Bitcoin as her best investment to date, despite her success in a number of different markets. After speaking with renowned economist Art Laffer, Cathie became interested in Bitcoin. Laffer, whose economic ideas are generally credited with transforming the globe, saw the potential of Bitcoin as a disruptive technology that may upend the established financial system. With a $6 trillion market cap, Cathie and Laffer predicted that Bitcoin would eventually expand to equal the amount of the nation's currency. However, Cathie now thinks that, depending on a number of factors, Bitcoin might increase to $1.2 million per coin by 2030. The fact that Bitcoin is decentralized is one of the main factors influencing Cathie and Laffer's optimism about its future. Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer digital money that is controlled by no central authority and runs on a peer-to-peer network. The blockchain, a public ledger where transactions are verified and recorded, gives the network its high level of security and transparency. The deflationary character of Bitcoin and its restricted quantity are other factors that Cathie and Laffer believe it has promise. Bitcoin has a fixed quantity of 21 million coins, unlike fiat currencies, which can be created at will by governments' central banks. This indicates that its value is immune to the effects of inflation, making it a desirable investment choice for people who want to save their wealth. The interest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is also being fueled by the growing deployment of blockchain technology. Outside cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology has a number of uses, such as decentralized finance, supply chain management, and digital identity verification. The demand for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is probably going to rise as more businesses and organizations look into these use cases. The ongoing banking crisis has also brought attention to Bitcoin's potential as a store of value and an inflation hedge. Concern about the long-term effects of inflation on traditional currencies is growing as central banks around the world print trillions of dollars to support the economy. For individuals wishing to secure their wealth, Bitcoin is a desirable choice because of its scarcity and deflationary characteristics. Investing in cryptocurrencies still comes with a number of difficulties and risks, despite the potential of Bitcoin. The market for digital assets is extremely erratic, and price changes can be large and sudden. Also, there are a number of regulatory risks that investors need to be aware of as the landscape of regulation surrounding cryptocurrencies is still developing. Cathie and Laffer are nevertheless persuaded of the promise of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies despite these hazards. Cathie invited Laffer on her most recent episode of In the Know to talk about the recent banking crisis and why they both are so passionate about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Laffer stressed the potential of Bitcoin during the talk as a decentralized currency that might compete with the established fiat money system. He also emphasized how blockchain technology has the ability to transform a number of sectors outside of finance, such as healthcare, supply chain management, and energy. Cathie and Laffer also talked about how Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies can work as a store of value and an inflation hedge. Concern about the long-term effects of inflation on traditional currencies is growing as central banks around the world print trillions of dollars to support the economy. For individuals wishing to secure their wealth, Bitcoin is a desirable choice because of its scarcity and deflationary characteristics. Finally, Cathie Wood and Art Lau's optimism about the future of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is founded on a number of elements, such as its decentralized character, potential as a store of value, and growing public acceptance. They are nevertheless persuaded that cryptocurrencies have the power to upend the financial sector and transform a number of other businesses than banking, despite the difficulties and risks involved in investing in them. Cryptocurrencies are likely to become more widely used and accepted as more institutions and investors realize how valuable they are, which will raise their prices and market capitalization. It will be intriguing to see how this innovative technology develops and how Cathie Wood and ARK Invest will influence the direction of financial services. We appreciate you watching our film about Art Laffer and Cathie Wood's outlook on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. As we've seen, the decentralized character of cryptocurrencies, their potential as a store of value, and the rising popularity of blockchain technology all contribute to their investing thesis. Their belief in the potential of these assets has been a motivating factor behind the growing popular acceptance and adoption of cryptocurrencies, despite the difficulties and hazards involved with doing so. We sincerely hope you found this video to be educational. Please remember to subscribe to our channel for additional information about the financial and investment worlds.